Have a series of animations. You can add animations to your settings. The beauty about this is as you hover over the animation, you'll be able to see the effect it's going to have on your video. So this is like the rolling. You can have your clips to run, and you can have your clips to kind of bounce just like so, and you can just click to apply it to your video. You can see it just bounce very fast. So let's try to give it a try. So you see the beginning as it shoots, you can see it very nicely. And you can put on any of the animations you want from here. All you need to do is to make sure you are online, so you have that same effect. You can have this rotation in as well, very nice. And you have a series of other ones. You can have this very bounce in, so you can see it bounce. Once you click on this small download icon, it applies it. So you can go to the beginning also and see how it's going to start with some energy. You can see it very nicely and fantastically. So now you have other adjustments from this same clip as well. In terms of the LUTs, you can add coloration. You can play around with LUTs in cases if you have applied any LUTs, and you've got other adjustments like the temperature, the hue, the saturation, and all that. You can do that from here and play around with the different features that you think your video is going to have. Okay, so in terms of saturation, you can increase or decrease the saturation. You can see depending on how far you are willing to go in terms of the color correction. You can put some hue over here to make it kind of look professional and nice, and then you can increase or decrease the temperature so that it becomes very visible. As you go down, this is cold, and as you go up, this is a bit warm. Okay, so just try to understand the effects, and at any given point you can double click on the property to get it back to the default again. Now you have the lightness option. You can increase the brightness and then play around with the contrast as well as the highlights. Okay, you can pop up the highlights and make the image sound kind of pops out very nice. All these are features you have handy when you are trying to do with color corrections and basic clip corrections. Also within you have shadows. You can enable to eliminate shadows in cases when you have shadows on your video during the shooting. And then you have light sense. You can just play around with them and see the effect it's going to have, and gradually you will be able to master them accordingly. Then you have the sharpen effect. You can make the image to appear sharper, the video clip to appear very sharp and clear, and then you have other properties like the particles to reduce them, and the fades to reduce or increase, and then you have the vignettes in cases when you want to include vignettes to your video. You can see the effect. Okay, you can see the effect it's going to have, and the darkness increases towards here, and then the light vignette is introduced when you move towards the left. So all these you can get them by just getting your hands dirty and working on it directly. So this is how to play around with very basic properties of the clip.